Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a topic on favorite Loud House episodes for Season 3. So Season 3 just recently ended like a week or two ago, so I thought why not do this video to talk about my favorite episodes. I do have some honorable mentions, which I'll talk about in the middle of this video, because it's hard. There's a lot of great episodes. I do want to give a little plug that on Comic Frontline we actually did our podcast Media Madness, where we discussed fully about Season 3 of the Loud House with Loud TV. If you don't know him, he has a great podcast on his channel, so definitely go check that out and go follow his Twitter. It's Loud House Fans, I believe, so go check that out, and the podcast if you want my deeper thoughts on Season 3. But let's talk about my favorite episodes. So number 5 for me was Frenzy. I enjoyed this because it expanded the horizons of the show a bit, because we get to get introduced to newer characters. Even if they don't have lines, you get to see that the sisters have lives outside the family and what their dynamics are with their friends. So I thought that was cool. Also, Sam appeared once again after Ellis for Love. That was her first appearance right after that. She didn't have a talking role, and we'll talk about the other bigger episode she had, but it was nice to see her. And again, just like what the friend group is with all the sisters and Lincoln, even though we kind of know his friend group a little bit more. Number 4 for me is Shop Girl, which is a Lenny-centric episode. I love Lenny. I think she's hysterical. And this really showed the heart of Lenny, where, yes, she loves fashion and she likes getting new clothes, but she always wants to make people happy, even if it means that she doesn't get what she wants. And that's very much her character. And it shows kind of the lesson at the end of the day is that if you do that, you'll also get what you want in a way. Because Lenny was nice. She might not have gotten the clothes, but the other people recognized how nice she was, and she got a job out of it. She got free fries, so it was a nice message as well. Moving on to number 3, which I believe was the premiere, actually, of Season 3, and that was Roadie to Nowhere. Luna is my favorite character of the show, and I love her music stuff, and this was a nice story to see her chasing her dreams, but realizing, oh, maybe this isn't practical, but still in the end realizing, no, I gotta keep chasing my dreams. Even if I don't become a rock star, it doesn't mean I can't love music and do music in my own way. So I thought it was a nice message, and it was cool to have the season start out with a real centric episode with Luna. Moving on to number 2, which is Middlemen. I was extremely surprised at this episode. I've always been a Lynn fan, but I know the fandom hasn't always loved her character, because I think out of everybody, she was the more one-dimensional character. But really with Season 3, I think they changed out a lot. There was a lot of centric episodes with Lynn, and this had nothing to do with sports. It had to do with why she's kind of more of an aggressive character and her first days of middle school and how she wanted to help her brother and Clyde get through middle school as well, or get adjusted to what middle school would be. So I thought that was a really cool message and a great leap for Lynn's character. So I'm going to talk about some honorable mentions before I get into my number 1 pick, but honorable mentions, pretty much all the specials here. We got The Loudest Thanksgiving. That was a really fun episode. I guess a cool prelude to the spin-off show that's coming up with Bobby's family. Then we have Really Loud Music. I know some people are surprised that that's not on my top 5. It was really close, but I think there was some choppiness where they tried to fit so many songs into it, and you didn't get to, I feel like, get the most out of it, because they try to fit every sister or every family member needed a song, and I don't think all the songs are great, but when they did give the time pretty much for Luna's songs, it really, really shines. So I think maybe it wasn't the neatest episode, but it still was a really cool concept, and obviously the Luna stuff was really good. And then we got Cooked. I like this episode because it was, actually expanded the Loud House universe a bit here. Or, I guess, story, where we get to see Lynn as a character open up his new restaurant. So that was really cool, seeing the parents become characters of their own, separate from just being the parents. Then we have Sitting Bull, also a Lynn episode. Like I said, it just was nice to see her grow as a character. We get to see how her personality can actually work in a babysitting situation. Then Selfie Improvement, one of the stronger Lori episodes where she actually makes up with Carol, which was a lot of fun, and we actually get to learn a little bit more about that character. And then another Lynn episode, Net Gains. Again, I just loved her progression this season, and she had some really solid centric episodes for herself. Now, moving on to number one, probably my most anticipated episode that really didn't let me down, and that is Racing Hearts. I loved Ellis for Love. That is probably my favorite Loud House episode to date, and it was really nice to see the sequel to that. Also, we did get to see a Luann sequel as well, with her episode. But here, obviously seeing the importance of Sam and Luna having a relationship and seeing her sisters approve of it, was really nice, and I hope we get to see more of their characters and more of that relationship. It was cool to learn more about Sam, and I really enjoyed that one, and like I said, I hope we get to see more of that next season. So those are my top 5 favorite episodes of The Loud House. Let me know in the comments below what are your favorites and your expectations for season 4, hopefully when we get that soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Definitely go follow my Twitter and Facebook page in the description below. There's links for that, my comic books like Father Like Daughter and They Call Her the Dancer, and also every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time is Frontline Live, where we discuss our favorite comics of the week in comic book news, so be sure to check that out as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Bye.